Greetings, my friends. I wanted to come and to talk about the unity consciousness, this higher truth. This truth is, it is a higher truth to that all of life is one, yet it is a gradual process. For we have developed this false sense of self, with the ego self that feels separated, that feels alone, that feels in opposition to the world. When in essence, all of that needs to be dissolved to realize we are the creator of our reality. So there is a rebirth coming, and so we're seeking to discover our true self, and within this rebirth there will be we're going to know more of who we truly are. That is all that we need to know to discover the love of our true self. And there will be no more need to look back at the past to end all that. Because right now we've created so much with our subconscious, our unconscious thought, that we are experiencing some of the negative thoughts from the past that manifested in order to teach us certain lesson. But we are moving back into this return to this unity consciousness. We still have to depend on a higher self to guide the process, because we do not have all the keys and codes yet. And for Emmanuel Kant, philosopher, used to say that we receive from the intuition, and then we project a reality for that is conceivable within the realm of our consciousness. And so everything, to understand that everything that is part of our life, our reality, our concept of what life is self-created. We have created the sun, we have created the earth. You have created me in order for me to talk to you. I have created you for you to listen to me. For everything is created, the wind, the birds, the chair, the computers, everything is created and recreated all the time. And so we are the creator. It could never be, we can never be other than that. For in essence, God is the creator. He created all, He created us, and we are the created. But as we are the created, we also were created with this magical the gods decided that to create mortal men in their own image. So we are the God of our own creation, and all that we know, all that we see, all that we believe, all that we can conceive is of our own creation through that process of creation that were given originally by the Supreme Creator. And so the understanding is that our senses, whatever we see or feel or touch, is not the truth. It is only a small, minuscule aspect of that process, not minuscule process, but it's part of the process of experience. Just as all the things we think are not the truth. It is just a process that we're going through, and the emotion guide us to align to good feeling thoughts so that we can ascend and discover that higher truth. As we will become more self-conscious, we're going to awaken to the truth of who we are. We're going to be able to balance all of our subconscious. We're going to become co-creator of our reality. We'll be able to shift and change things just with mental process as we align with the higher guidance. And then we'll eventually grow to a higher level of unity, because no matter how much we can think of what the truth may be in the unity of all, it is still a minuscule fragment of what the truth of God is, which is an infinite cosmic truth, even beyond that which we can perceive at this in our wildest dream and imagination. So every dimension, no matter how high it is, as we grow on the dimensional scale, we are achieving new level of integration of that unity level and consciousness. Yet there will always be more. Everybody is seeking to return to the source, the first source and center. We all are in this process. As we left, we are already in the process of returning to that source. And but there is no need to change or to create anything. For that truth, that light of God has always been there at the center of the heart. It always have been there. It is now, and it always will be. We cannot never change that. And to achieve to this mastery, we just need to focus on what's going on within. We don't need books, we don't need the course, we don't need yoga, we don't need any. Well, if you go inside and you receive a message that you have to read a certain book or get a certain message information, then go for it, because it will serve your ascension and your consciousness. But But what we really need is to go within and to find out what's going on within. For there is this the whole universe is within ourselves in a much more refined state. It's like the what is infinitely small is actually infinitely bigger than for the soul realm is much more smaller than this physical realm, because it exists within the physical realm, and the spirit realm is even more refined within that. So it is quite a mystery, but it will self-reveal itself. And so we cannot create this spirituality or this divinity or the light. It always have been there. We've always been one with God and with all. And we're just growing into this recognition. We are remembering, we are allowing that to for the divine is our true nature. Whenever there is negative thoughts from the past, we have to use this cancel in the past, or whatever thoughts. We know, because thoughts from the past will come back, positive or negative. When they're positive, we just want to cultivate, we put our love into it, so they manifest into our life. But when there's these negative things from the past, which you can use this cancel in the past, and then you send some violet fire with it so it does not return. And when you feel a blockage, whether it's in your heart, solar plexus, or navel, you can use the pow, and just you blow it out, and you feel like ripples throughout your energy center, and it clears up some certain blockages. Those are teachings of the Archangel Michael. Through this confinement process, a lot of people were forced to turn inwards, but now things are going back to normal life. So we still have to always go back inside and to see what's going on inside of us. I'm going to pull 12 cards to look at all the aspects of consciousness for the day with the Angel Tarot, and see what the mirror may be, what we may be mirrored through those 12 aspects of consciousness. For the zodiac is we have to master every constellation. It is important that the lessons, and we all have strengths and weaknesses in all those aspects that we need to master. We need to unfold our strengths and to eliminate our weakness one day at a time. What is potential in Aries is temperance. Temperance is the ability for the part that is lucid within us to dominate the ignorant part within ourselves. Otherwise, we become slave of ourselves rather than being master of ourselves. But we have those two parts, the lucid and the ignorance. And so to be temperate is not to overindulge, is to be balanced, is to allow ourselves to gently allow this light, this soul part, this light, the light part of ourselves to become dominant. So this is potential. In Taurus is what is actual, is what is we already have, we possess that, and it is apprentissage, it is a learning process. So we've been through this learning process. We are learning each and every day. We are being trained, we are being educated. What we go, and then in Gemini is what's going on in the mental aspect, the travel, our local travel, and what's going on within our mental process. And here we are being liberated. It's the kind of liberation. Our mental body is being freed up from all kinds of negative thoughts, negative patterns. What then in Cancer is our immediate environment. It is our inner self as well. And here we have the mission. The mission starts within and expand into the whole, into the rest of the field. For it is all one. But it has to start from within in order to become aware that if we truly knew that we were one, we could dematerialize and rematerialize somewhere else. We could blend in. So it is important to continue this physical cleansing and purification. For that's really what I'm still doing here. My physical body, the physical body is important, but the mission is whatever feels strong, whatever is revealed from within. That's the reason why we came here, and we came here to hold the light of truth, to anchor the light, to be kind, to show love and kindness and compassion in relationship to all the situations of our life. For we become sovereign, and then nothing, once we know this unity consciousness, there is nothing there is no opposition anymore. We let go of the push of the three lower chakras. We move into this pillar of light, and we receive this light. Then in Leo is what is the passion. It is the heart, the passion, the love, the family, the children. Here we have balance. So it is all about being balanced out. Everything is being balanced out in the heart. It's a green card in the sphere of the heart. That is the emerald green heart, a green light. Then in Virgo, it's about the physical, about the health and how we nourish ourselves materially and spiritually. And here we have healing. So we have healing in this. It is wonderful to have healing in this position, for we were able to heal all the bodies: the physical, the mental, the emotional, the astral, the etheric, all kinds of bodies that we are able to heal. So we can bring them into this equilibrium of the Leo. Then in Libra, it is about a relationship, everything that has to do with the world of the world business or even a romantic relationship. And here we are being elevated. There is an elevation. We are being elevated into a new level that will be able to anchor more into our mission and to feel more comfortable in relationship. All sorts of relationship. Then in Scorpio is what comes up from the depths of the subconscious. It is everything that has to do with sex, death, money, all of the things of the root of the base that is really hard to handle, because it's those things that. So in our subconscious we want to slowly but surely anchor a lot of positive energy. So eventually our past, when we look back at the past, we'll see only positive. It's but we will no longer need to really be looking back at negative past, where the memories will be integrated. And here we have the destiny, for we're remembering that we have a destiny, we have a stairway to climb. And we're here to serve, in essence. For not everybody's got the same mission on the earth. For me, I know my guy told me I will be doing a lot of service in this lifetime, so sometimes it requires certain compromise. Then in Sagittarius is what we aim for. It is our goal, our philosophies, our laws. And here we have clairvoyance. We just want to be more clairvoyant. We have more light. It's okay to be greedy for light. It's okay to be passionate about serenity. we want that. We want to be greedy for more wisdom. For rather than greedy for material things, we want to be greedy for comfort, for joy, for bliss, for connection, for being able to share love, light, and wisdom. What comes to us from the great Mother and Capricorn, comes to us from the universe, is patience. So sometimes we have no choice, but we're waiting sometimes to be in a receptive mode, and so that we are ready when it comes, rather than to be agitated. Then in Aquarius is our hopes, our friends, our dreams. And here we have recomfort. So we're going to be recomforted. We're seeking recomfort. We're seeking to find wholeness. We're seeking to find healness, and so it should be coming with those portals that are coming. And in Pisces is the karma, is that which is unavoidable, that we cannot avoid, because it's the karma, is what's been created. And here we have this triumph. It is the triumph of the light. It is the triumph of good over darkness. It's the triumph over our higher self, over our lower self. It took a long time, but we have to forgive ourselves for the time lost and to accept this triumphant energy. And the outcome to this process is luck. To be lucky, to accept that we can be lucky. We deserve luck. We deserve to be lucky, to expect to be lucky, to expect miracles, to expect amazing opportunities, to be there and to be ready to embrace them. So it is quite wonderful. I hope this resonated with you. I'm going to pull one more card, sing a song. And the paintings behind me, this is a portrait on paper. It's one of the first one I did in France when I get here. It's from 2006. It's signed. It's called The Woman in Yellow, La Femme en Jaune, and she's like smiling. And it was an Asian model originally, but she looks a bit African in this painting. But it's got a lot of charm and dynamism. This painting is very special to me. Well, they're all special, but. And this is a white hole. White holes will need to be framed. I made quite a few of them, but it's like when you meditate in front of it, you can. They're almost technologies, psychic technologies, because they will pull you into different dimensions. For white holes are like, and black holes and blue holes are interdimensional portals that will eventually learn to use to travel in the universe. And this is just a white spiral, and it will be framed. So I'm going to pull one more card with the Archangel Tarot. I'm going to sing this song. It's about somebody who's been who's a prisoner, and is like hoping that his love will wait for him. And it's a song originally by Todd Duncan. It's called The Unchained Melody. It goes like this. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hunger for your touch a long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Lonely rivers flow to the sea, in the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers cry, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hunger for your love, a long, lonely time. And time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. God speed your love to me. What songs? I remember that many people sang that. I remember the Elvis Presley version. He recorded it quite at the end of his life. I'm going to pull one more card. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope this week will be a breakthrough week. And the card of the day is the Empress, the Archangel Gabriel. It is time to manifest your project. Your creativity is being rewarded, luxury and abundance. So it's all about joy and abundance and freedom and creativity and presence. And so call on the Archangel, call on Gabriel, call on Michael, call on Metatron, call on all the Archangels that you feel comfortable with, and just to say hello. And without asking even anything, it's still good to have them around and to be in your consciousness. And so I thank you very much. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.